Hey everybody, good afternoon. It is the end of our Ask Me Anything hour on Tuesday, and I'm Dustin Strong. This is Strong on Health, and this is when we take the questions that you've emailed us or called us about, and we answer them live on Facebook, so all of you out there who have questions about this can have access to those answers. So if you hear a question on here and an answer on here that you feel is helpful for other people, please share this video or send it to those people who it can help. We have questions today about collagen and about rice. I want to start out by saying that before I answer the collagen question, it is going to be heavily dependent on digestive capabilities. That is the most important thing to think about. Oftentimes we are going too far down the chain and thinking, well, if we just put more collagen peptides into this equation, that's going to be solving the problem. But if the digestion can't support utilizing those, you're completely wasting your money. It's a waste of time if you cannot digest it. So this is the number one thing that we're trying to educate on and doing our best to help. And in fact, Standard Process of North Texas is helping us with this endeavor, and they are hosting an educational event that I will be teaching in Fort Worth on the 21st of this month. And it is actually free to Standard Process account holders. So any of you out there that are a Standard Process account holder, or if you have a practitioner who is, please let them know. This will be a great event. I'm really excited about it, really hopeful that it is going to be a big game changer, as it has been for us, to be putting our attention on digestion for all the other practitioners out there who really want to help people. So please let them know it is available to them. And for those who are not Standard Process account holders, it is a $20 charge, but that's really not so bad if you want to come get educated. We're open to the public. That being said, I am actually going to be doing a version of that for the public the following week at the 4-day weekend theater in Fort Worth. So you've got two options to come into a live event and learn everything you ever wanted to know about how if you don't do digestion first, all this other stuff is really not going to give you the benefit that you're hoping for. So back to the collagen. And actually, in speaking of with Standard Process, it's interesting to note that, again, collagen requires vitamin C. You can't really utilize the collagen very well, or your body can't, without having a lot of vitamin C. So much so that in 1972, Standard Process actually created a product called Collagen C. It's a whole food version. It actually includes things like echinacea in it and all these other aspects of whole food that help your body utilize the collagen. So when people ask me what I do, I don't take a collagen protein shake or bar or powder or anything like that, but I do take collagen C when I want to make sure that I'm producing enough collagen. I take it actually quite regularly. That's one of the two things that I take for myself for that. For those of you who really want to know, give me a call and I'll tell you what the other thing is that I use to help me with collagen production. But actually taking a collagen like this collagen that was sent in, collagen peptides, there's 20 grams of that, 18 grams of protein in here, and a little bit of iron, but absolutely no mention of vitamin C in this whatsoever. You have to make sure that you're getting a whole food vitamin C. We talk about that an awful lot here, but without it, you're really not getting the full benefit of it. But way more important than that is making sure that your digestion is working. We got to think in terms of what is it, right? It is going to help you only when you can get those amino acids. When you digest it, when you break it down to its smaller parts, that's when you're going to get the benefit. A lot of times people start thinking about these things in terms of their joints aching or their skin sagging or their hair not being good, but all of those are the result of course collagen being created in the body, but from not essential amino acids, but from amino acids. In fact, actually most of it is made from non-essential amino acids, so your body having this pool of non-essentials is what is going to be kind of the issue, whether or not you have enough of those or not. And getting enough of those comes from making sure that you're ensuring complete amino acid profile in your diet, but most importantly, digesting that complete protein so that you're getting all those amino acids. It has to start with digestion first. So if your stomach acid is not sufficient and your vitamin C intake is not sufficient, I really don't see that taking that collagen is going to be the smartest course of action. Make sure that you can utilize it first. And so many other things are going to be helped when you're making sure that that first stop is taken care of first. So those of you who are thinking about doing that, how do you know if you don't have really good digestion? Well, you may get burping or constipation or you may have indigestion or acid reflux. Maybe you are taking some type of acid stopping medication, or maybe you are taking a Tums or something like that. Those are pretty good signs that your stomach acid is probably not sufficient enough to break down all the protein. Be careful of the amount. We're going to go over this in the digestion talk a lot more, but that's my quick answer on collagen. I mean, there's so many different types of it. There's, I think, over 28 types of collagen, and I think of somewhere around 60 to 70% of your body is actually collagen. It is going to be in the connective tissue, in your hair, your skin, all over the place, but it is derived from the proteins and the amino acids. So we got to think about that. Where is our body getting those, and how is our body going to get it to a point where we can utilize it? Has to be digested and has to have vitamin C, whole food vitamin C, to work. I hope that answers your question about collagen. The other thing I want to mention today is we last week talked about arsenic in water, and we want to steer you towards water sources that are going to have the lowest amount. And I hate to be the guy who's always ruining everything, but instead of ruining rice for you, I'm going to give you a few links below to let you know that you really should be careful about the rices that you're eating if you're concerned about arsenic in water. We're also getting a ton of it from certain rices, and especially when they're using rices to make certain cereals and breakfast foods and all these different foods that are using rices, they're finding a lot of arsenic coming in. So if you're a person who's concerned about your arsenic intake, and water is something that you're being mindful of, you should also be mindful of the rice. I get a lot of people sending me in their rice brands that they're using, so I'm going to post below. There's some consumer reports that says these are the ones that are going to be the lowest, and these are the ones that are going to be the highest. So be careful if you're eating tons and tons and tons of rice, especially make sure that it's going to be a rice that is going to have the lowest levels of arsenic, because obviously arsenic is not going to be something you want to have high levels of in your body. Okay, do we have any live questions coming through? Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. Please keep those questions coming. Really excited about these two talks coming up. One is going to be on the 21st. I think it's at 7 o'clock, but we'll post some information about that below. And also the following week at 28th. So they're Tuesday talks, both in Fort Worth, and we'd love to have you guys there. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good week.